Today, a federal judge ruled against President Trump, deciding he cannot redefine the meaning of the 14th Amendment and block birthright citizenship for the children of immigrants. We'll continue to follow this story as it develops, and tonight we're focusing on immigration issues here in Oregon. Yesterday, the Coos County Board of Commissioners voted on a proclamation that would have encouraged local law enforcement to cooperate with federal immigration and customs enforcement, or ICE. That failed by a vote of 2-1. Jennifer Singh joining us live now in the studio. And now, Jen, from what I understand, it wasn't just two commissioners who were against this, but the sheriff had issues with it as well. So what can you tell us tonight? Yeah, absolutely, Matt. The sheriff as well. If you've been following our immigration coverage, this should already be ringing some alarms. During yesterday's meeting, Sheriff Gabe Fabrizio said the proclamation contradicts Oregon's established sanctuary laws. And he's right about that. Commissioner Rod Taylor, the lone yes vote, says the proclamation isn't about having the sheriff go out into the community looking for people who he thinks are here illegally. Instead, Taylor says it's for people already held in jail who have a known criminal history, which is why ICE has issued a detainer request for them. A detainer asks local enforcement agencies to notify ICE as soon as possible before they release an undocumented person. It also asks the law enforcement agency to hold that person for up to 48 hours beyond that initial release, so federal immigration agencies can take custody of them. Sheriff Fabrizio says this practice would cause all kinds of problems for law enforcement in Coos County.
I'm a sheriff. I'm paid for by the county. You can say we're just going to go ahead and do it anyway and screw the state certifications, but it wouldn't work. Not only could the state agency come down and say, well, you're guilty of kidnapping now because you don't have the authority to pick up that person and bring him to jail, but state courts could say, we're not prosecuting your stuff if you're not certified.
Sheriff Fabrizio says outside of losing their certifications, they could be charged with official misconduct, and any fines or lawsuits would have to come out of pocket. Now, again, Matt, this proclamation has failed, but we could still see law enforcement forced to cooperate with the feds. That's because the Trump administration is threatening to impose criminal penalties on city, county, or state officials who don't cooperate with federal immigration enforcement efforts. Now, we'll be sure to keep an eye on that, and we've got a bit more when it comes to immigration, so I'll let you take it for here. For now, live in the studio, Jennifer Singh, KEZI 9 News.
All right, Jennifer, thank you so much.